You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bowl. The Bowl. The Bowl. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football, simulcast on AM 1400, The Growler. And on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Good evening, everybody. It is round of 16 time. It is the Corso Cup. My name is Brian. I am here on IRM. I'm joined by Slate Blankenship with me as well. We got 8 big games for you today. This is the last of our simulcast style broadcast. This is episode 7 of the Corso Cup, round of 16. We will have 8 teams that will emerge after this, and then we're going to go live one game at a time. Pablo's Roadside Tacos, Welders of the Universe, that's one of our games. A lot of high seeds making it this far. Just shows the parity, just shows the chaos, how it's so unpredictable. This is our second slate of games. You can see we got one seed still alive, and that is Texas Roadhouse. They're taking on 13 seed of World of Shrapnel, but we got 4 games ready to start. Here we go. We got them right there. They happen so quick, I'll roll through them in just a second. Slate, to get your take on it. We're going to start things off with Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing and Holy Balls. And as you can see, there are the 4 games at the top of your screen. We'll get you to every scoring play, every important red zone opportunity, any turnover, all the big ones. Jeffrey Phillips of Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. They are the 8 seed out of the East-South Tucson Regional. They're taking on number 4 seed Holy Balls. We got the Wandering Lush, a 7 seed, taking on an 11 seed, nothing but Borscht, out of the West-South Tucson region. Out of the South-South Tucson region, we got Pablo's Roadside Tacos, the 8 seed, taking on 13 seed Welders of the Universe. And 9 seed Crossbow of the Month Club take on 13 seed House of Guffaws Comedy Palace in the Midwest South Tucson bracket. What are your thoughts on some of these matches? Anything surprising you? Anything? Any predictions? Any things to look out for in this one?
Very surprised at the number of 13 seeds in particular that have made it this far.
I think we said 3 out of the 4.
Yes, 3 out of the 4 still standing.
The only one that did not was Tony and Paul's Child Escort Service, who lost in the first round to Holy Balls.
I gotta say, this matchup in particular, Welders of the Universe versus Pablo's Roadside Tacos, is one I'm going to have my eye on all night long.
No doubt about it. Welders of the Universe, the 13 seed, playing like they did in the first season of South Tucson Youth Football, where they went 9-0 before losing 2 in a row and showing an early end to their season. They had some big wins over Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse in the first round. They beat the 4 seed. Took out the 5 seed in Kebab Barkers by a slim margin, 21-20. They are playing well, all thanks to Kirk Fogg. That's Hercules Paul Roma of House of Guffaws. They're running back, getting them into the red zone. Back to Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, who are going to get stopped for 4th and 2 by Holy Balls. That Holy Balls defense. Gary Squirt's only getting a couple yards on that one. Welders continue to move. They're in the red zone already. And this is the one you said to watch out for. Are you picking the, I guess by seeds, you're picking the upset of Welders?
Touchdown. I should pick Welders, but I had Roadside Tacos recently. However, they were doing some welding work on the side of the taco truck. So it's really a coin flip.
That is absolutely some Lee Corso style logic. A fumble on the play. They went for on 4th. They fumbled and recovered. It's 2nd and 12 for Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, who got the first down at 4th and 2. That ball was just a mess in there.
Got a bit of a leak on the offensive line. They got to tighten that up.
They absolutely do. They got to just cram something in there. Here's House Guffaws at 4th and 4, trying for a field goal to put themselves on the board. And it is good, which means the first 2 teams to score are those 13 seeds. Those 13 seed teams. Of course, the third one to play is World of Shrapnel. They are in our later stage. Here's the first look at the Wandering Lush on offense. Quentin Lacey getting 2 yards. No real movement there.
I'm not going to be much help on this game because every time I see nothing but Borscht, I keep just having flashbacks to that car accident when Borscht was raining from the sky.
I mean, you have to be a little more specific to talk about which one. Lee Corso does love him some Borscht truck, but I know we talked about it before. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the one back from back in 2013. And it looks like Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing through Tyrell Grigsby, their short down back, pops it in.
It was a simpler time back then.
It really was. A simpler time of simpler borscht. When you could steal a food truck.
Quite as rusty.
There's an interesting thing. All three, all the leads right now are by the higher seeded teams. So that is an interesting prospect. We'll see. We might be on upset alert. We've been on upset alert the entire tournament. Not for long. That's the Wandering Lush. Domino Rally caught a pass from Tennessee Cock. And the Wandering Lush take the lead. Beautiful corner of the end zone over the shoulder catch by Domino Rally. Great play. 6-0 for the Wandering Lush. A 7 seed leading the 11 seed, nothing but Borscht.
Domino Rally instinctively running toward the sign that says dominate because it looked close enough to domino.
It was almost like they were trying to call him towards the end zone. That's where they wanted to do it. Here's a short pass from Gary, Indiana for Paulo's Roadside Tacos. Oh, Quentin Kane does the legwork, gets 24 yards and a touchdown to tie things up for Pablo's Roadside Tacos.
I believe that's the Forrest Gump strategies to it.
Well, he dumped it off. He still had
run and stop. It's just putting his name behind the end zone.
That also works. That's amazing that it worked. That they didn't have to worry about telling him to stop, though. That's convenient that it didn't work. That it didn't have to work that way.
Of course, the trade-off is now he's just standing right next to the dominate sign, and they can't get him away from it. Yep, some of the coaches are taking the sign down and leading him back toward the bench.
Yeah, he's staring at the sign. I understand. He has not left the sign.
It opened up his eyes. He saw the sign.
He did. Life is demanding, if I'm understanding. That is everyone take a drink. That's a social face mask penalty and a social for the Ace of Base reference. That music video made me feel weird things. There was an onk and people making out, and Swedish people, I think. They're Swedish? Ace of Base are Swedish, right?
We'll say they are.
Hey, were Ace of Base Swedish? I mean, I know I have the internet right here, but it's more fun to shout in the other room and ask somebody.
Yes, they are Swedish.
They are Swedish, see? Okay, I don't know why I said see, as if like you were telling me they weren't. Rusty Petway for Holy Balls, down to 1. Sorry?
You see, World, Ace of Base is Swedish.
Yeah, take that, World. You were all wrong. People who probably weren't actually wrong. Ernest Ashley, up the middle. Okay, so fun little weird thing. Drinking a social made up of crushed ABBA vinyl steeping inside some water from the loo. Oh, Oh, man. I was ready. Roll Fizz with the pun. Yeah, I was ready for a pun, but I was defeated. You won the war. Little known fact, Waterloo is my favorite ABBA song. House of Guffaws making it a... Oh, my God. He carried that child. He was about to back suplex him. Good boy. That's a great shot.
The kick is good.
My cat is incredibly
Whoa!
photogenic.
That was like a one-armed torture rack somehow.
I know. It's like that. Sign that kid up for New Japan. Should sign that kid.
Schultz brings him down.
I'm gonna find out who he was.
No gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, the Wandering Rush rushing offense is kind of wandering aimlessly into the back of their own offensive linemen.
Al the Absolute Madman's got some new product by Holy Balls, their new brand of holy water. It's Holy Water Sport. They just boil the hell out of it. Wham, wham. Whoa, Waterloo! One-handed... Oh, I thought I was supposed to call it that like Morrow would. Oh, I didn't know you meant that. One-handed Argentine backbreaker rack. He picked up that move in West Tucson. I'm going with West Tucson. I don't know if that was intentional, but it is now.
The Cowboys scored here in West Tucson Youth Football!
My throat's too sore to do half-assed Morrow, which I am not very good at. Man, looking at some
Okay, if you
scores.
can't do it tonight, you can do it on the morrow.
That's true. Good Morrow. Good Morrow. Hey, I bet. Hit that guy. I feel like no one can do a good Morrow Ronaldo. Everyone's is pretty bad, but you know they're doing Morrow Ronaldo because as long as you just have fun with it, it's good enough. It's like everybody has a Christopher Walken and none of them are really good. It's the same for Morrow Ronaldo, I feel.
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
The
The
Morrow
Tucson
Ronaldo,
hydration scientist. It made me
Morrow
think
Ronaldo
of...
is
It made me
Morrow
think of...
Ronaldo
Yeah,
is
sorry.
the new Christopher Walken impression, which was the new William Shatner impression.
It really was. Everyone just had one. And it was not good.
That makes it 4th and 4.
Tucsonate hydrations. When that made me think of like when they showed the meat eaters, the food chain video in The Simpsons, and it's like just ask this scientician, huh?
That's a gain of 8 on the play. 1st down.
Consequently, if you ask these kids what play they just ran, you'll get the same response.
Score. A couple of them just start eating grass. They don't even pay it. They don't fucking. These kids are dumb as hell. Welders, Kirk Fogg hanging on to it. 9 yards, 3rd and 1.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
The only time we've had to postpone a game is when those kids ate all the grass that was painted.
Oh yeah, that was really bad. We had to deal with that.
No one could tell where the sideline was.
Yeah, it wasn't so much for their health safety. Kirk fucking hang on to that one for a touchdown. Welders retake the lead. It was more because we couldn't play football on there. These kids, hey, they're dumb as hell. They could just figure it out. Well, not all of them contain raccoon teeth. The Tucsonade, yeah, ingredients, water, steroids, and raccoon teeth.
2nd and goal.
Sometimes they have it. It depends on the flavor. Other liquids assorted is actually what it says on the label. It will say other liquids, in parentheses, assorted. Rusty pipe job in the end zone. Tyrell Grigsby. Touchdown for Rusty. They regain the lead over the 4 seed, Holy Balls, one of the lower seeds remaining. Is Holy Balls. This would be an upset in the making.
The extra point attempt is good.
You know, sometimes they run out of raccoon teeth, and they just
That makes it 3rd and
borrow the baby teeth that fall out of the kids' mouths Tell them it went to the tooth fairy. It's all good.
It's not these kids are a little old to be losing baby teeth at this point, but you know, South Tucson, you know, toddler football. Then you start collecting some baby teeth. Ever since they insist on them wearing those really ill-fitted mouth guards, man, they've been cleaning up. Here's Crossbow of the Month Club trying to kick a field goal to put themselves on the board. It's going to be a 27-yarder, and it's good. 10-3, House of Guffaws Comedy Palace. One of the 3-13 seeds still leading 10-3. Here's nothing but Boers trying to be the last team to erase that 0. KO Pectate. Oh, dropped in the end zone. 4th and 2. And they're going to go for the field goal. Let's see if this is good. And if that will erase the 0 from the board. Kick is up and good.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, there's that incomplete pass was of no fault of KO Pectate's. That was all his receiver dropping it. And it's 7-3. Wandering Lushukin. It's Jack Cox. That is not a name we came up with. Jack Cox. That one's too blatant for us to make up that one. Takes that one all the way up to the 34-yard line, looks like. Here's Tennessee Cock. No relation. Different last name. Going in a circle. Ended up just getting sacked for that one. House of Guffaws. Up to the 40. Let's keep an eye on this game with 1:12 to go. 3rd and 5.
House of Guffaws really wanted to get into the end zone this time. Really sucks that their last drive, the punchline was a kick.
Yeah, and this time they did it. Darren Robeson, touchdown Guffaws. They're back up to 2 scores and regain the lead. It is 16-3. And Crossbow of the Month Club need to get something going. House of Guffaws came out strong.
I would have thought that Crossbow of the Month Club would be a little more prepared for a shootout.
Yeah, you'd think so. It's only a one-way shootout. The House of Guffaws have just been scoring and putting up good defensive stops. And speaking of gaining an even bigger lead, Welders of the Universe looking to do that with 1:08 to go in this half. They're up by 7. Kirk Fogg looking to... Oh! Lowers his head. Throws. Caught! And Ryan Hickman, 23 yards, makes it 1st and goal. 56 seconds to go in the half. They got plenty of time to run a couple plays and maybe make this a 21-7 game going into the half. Fakes the handoff. Got a blocker. It is batted out of the air. 2nd and goal. Good thing that wasn't picked off.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
If I remember correctly, Welders had a couple of close games in their last couple matches.
They did. Todd Concepcion, touchdown, Welders. Welders of the Universe. Their games were 7 points or less. They beat Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House 25-21. They took out Extreme Dentistry in that 12-13 match, 28-21. This is a pretty large lead for them considering. Here's Rusty Pipe Job. Tyrell Grigsby again, been huge for this team in the red zone. 2 touchdowns, only 16 yards, but he's got the scoring plays, which is what matters. Here's a lot of time for Phillips to throw. As a receiver, it's Serge Curry, the big boy wide receiver, for an 8-yard catch and a 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line. A lot of time for Phillips, who's going to lower his head and get tackled into the end zone. Touchdown, Rusty Pipe Job. It's 20-7.
Very impressive ground game so far for Rusty Pipe Job, just snaking their way through the Holy Ball's defense.
3 rushing touchdowns. They have been just pushing through any sort of clog in the middle. that Holy Balls has created. And they are up by 2 scores, 14-point margin, 21-7 with 17 seconds to go. Let's head over to Nothing But Borscht out of their own red zone with 1:07 to go. Anton Harris, 12-yard catch. Rusty Pipe Job have been doing pretty well. They got a 14-point win over Cramblers in the first round. They beat the 1-seed Creamy Surprise 21-14 in the second round, so they have already knocked off one higher seed.
There's a flag on the field.
And we're getting another drinking opportunity.
Personal
Everybody
foul.
drink. It's a face
Face
mask.
mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
I am currently on a mix of rubbing alcohol and drainage water runoff served in a man's hat.
Ooh, nice. So I just came back from Vegas, and you know how they have those like long, like thin, plastic kind of funnel cups that you can just kind of carry around and fill with margaritas and shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I filled mine with margaritas and shit, like human feces. It's not good. It's not good. It's very bad. It tastes like. It tastes exactly like you would think it would taste like.
But is it USDA choice shit?
I don't know. I didn't see the stamp on the packaging when I put it in. I quickly threw away the packaging. I did not look at the
That makes it second and 10.
at the label. I just checked to make sure it was good before the use by date, and yeah. But the nice thing is in Vegas, you can walk down the strip, you can walk outside with your margaritas and shit in your plastic takeaway funnel glass cup thing. Touchdown for Pablo's Roadside Tacos. They're going to close the deficit just a little bit.
Well, as long as you can get your shit in, I guess.
Well, you know, it's important. It's a balanced. I don't know anymore. I've made some bad decisions the last couple of days, so what's another one? Pablo's down to 7. 10 seconds to go on that one. That'll be going to the half most likely. We'll check back if anything else changes there. Rusty Brown for Nothing But Borscht. Making it 3rd and 3. KO Pectate overthrows it. Trying to take the lead in that game with 16 seconds to go. 4th and 3, they're going to kick a field goal, make it a 1-point game, but it's a long attempt. We're looking at 36 yards. And it's no good. So, Wandering Lush, 12 seconds to go, may have a chance to take a shot downfield. Or will they be content with a 7-3 lead going into the half? Oh, they got some opening, and no, Quentin Lacey. 7 seconds left. First down. They got one more play to get off.
I think most of the kids on defense right now would just be content with losing so they can get at least some vacation in.
We are getting late into the summer. They have been stuck here, and they just want to go home. They just want to go home so they can go on vacation. They just want to meet their parents somewhere. They just want to. They don't want to be here anymore playing football. Some of them. So that's our halftime scores. We'll go through them real quickly for you. Lot of potential upsets. 3 out of the 4 higher seeds are leading. 2 of them by 14 points, 2 touchdowns. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, the first one, 21-7, thanks to 3 rushing touchdowns in the East-South Tucson Regional. Wandering Lush, the 7th seed, the only lower seed in the lead. They're up 7-3 over Nothing But Borscht. Pablo's Roadside Tacos, the 8th seed, are losing to Welders of the Universe 21-14. They scored that late touchdown to make it a 1-score game. And House of Guffaws Comedy Palace dominating 17-3. I'd like to thank, of course, all of our sponsors for making South Tucson Youth Football possible. We'd especially like to thank our sponsors at Francois Creperie. No, we did Francois Creperie. I'm going to spin this again. We did Francois Creperie already. I don't want to do Francois. I like Francois Creperie, but I want to do a new one. Gravy Pipe, alternative energy. You know, everything is all about alternative energy. You know, we never know how much the Earth is going to last. Probably not very long, considering recent events. But in the meantime, why not harness the awesome heating powers and cooling powers of gravy. Gravy is incredibly biodegradable. In fact, you can even eat it after you're done heating your home with it. You can pipe gravy through your entire home, and it'll be a great heating source. Sometimes it makes the walls a little leaky and it stains, but just think of how much you're saving. And the answer is we're not really sure, because gravy's kind of expensive to make in that large of a batch. And we had to outsource our gravy sometimes, but give us some time at Gravy Pipe Alternative Energy, and you too can harness the awesome heating power of drippings and meat fat and stock and just scrapings from the pan. In fact, you can use that yourself. You make a roast turkey, you can take the scrapings and the dribblings and you just pour it right into your walls and heat your home or cool your home. I'm not sure how it works. We're not scientists. We're just alternative energy people. You're supposed to have scientists for that? Come on. That's Gravy Pipe Alternative Energy, where gravy is good.
Be sure to talk to your local city council member about getting gravy panels installed on the roof of your home.
Ew. Gravy panels. I like it. All right. Oh, I made it. Is it made with roux or slurry? This is important. That depends on the season. Roux is for the winter. Slurry is for the... Oh, my God. I wish I could have the chat up. It had some great lines. Oh, my God. Forget going green, go brown with gravy. Damn it, that's such a good line. It's gorilla, like spelled like gorilla, but with go as in go Tigers for LSU, GEAUX. That's a great line. Oh, I wish I saw that during the live read. I had to bring the window up entirely. I had to hide the chat. Wait, this is gravy made with you. Oh, that's a really good line.
That is a loss of 1 yard.
Oh, I'm so mad. Going green, go brown with gravy. You can go white with gravy, too. I mean, a roux could be a little on the whiter side. If you're making like a sausage gravy, it's a little on the whiter side. And if South Tucson likes anything, it's things that are white. Quentin Kane tackled for a gain of 2. It's 3rd and 9. Pablo is starting things off with the football. Trying to tie this game up.
Others have set a good pace on offense. They've just got to make sure that they keep that fire burning into the second half.
Yeah, they got to. They can't. They got to be able to stand up strong like a hard shell taco and not lay flat like a tortilla for a soft shell taco. Whew, that was not a good joke. That's okay. Here's Tennessee Cock running for it, and that is a 29-yard cock. For a first down for the Wandering Lush. 29 yards of cock. Oh my God, it's late.
I've seen longer cock.
Yeah, right. I don't know why 29 yards of cock is just so funny to me, but it is. I know why, because cock. And I hope anyone who is listening as a Norm Macdonald fan will appreciate just the fact that I say cock. And somewhere Dennis Miller is laughing. What it's doing is it's putting Wandering Lush in the red zone down to the 17-yard line.
And Cock got pounded on that play.
He did. He takes a lot. Well, can take a good beating. And Quentin Lacey just short of the first down, but second down. Rusty Petway 5 yards, 2nd and 5, and he just stumbles over the head of somebody. 39 yards for Rusty Petway. That running game not really all over the place for Holy Balls. They need to really establish a rushing game and stick to it. Not doing it right now. That's going to be good for Rusty Petway. 20 yards up the middle. Touchdown Balls.
Meanwhile, back in the Nothing But Borscht game, we cut away, but fans on the Borscht sideline were starting to chant, "Beat that cock! Beat that cock!"
Oddly enough, they were spelling it B-E-E-T. Because it's borscht.
And that just brings up all sorts of mental images I don't want to get into.
Yeah. So, let's just say we're not cutting to that game just yet. Until we're sure that it is, that we have pulled away. Here's Kirk Fogg for Welders of the Universe. They have not been able to stop him.
Number 53 with the tackle.
They are going for that pendant of life. Welders of the Universe.
First and 10.
Down to the 27. Here's Crossbow of the Month Club in the red zone. They're down by 2 touchdowns. And a touchdown, Cedric Nash. Gets the pass from Kevin Godfrey. Touchdown, Crossbow of the Month Club. And it's back to a 1-score game.
Now they just got to make sure they can reload on defense.
Well, their aim is true. They just got to figure out the reloading part, and plenty of game to play. Not out of it by any stretch. It is 17-10. Here's Welders of the Universe on the 1-yard line. I wonder if there's a penalty we missed. Kirk Fogg's gonna hang on to it. Touchdown, Welders. Kirk Fogg rushing it in himself for the 1-yard touchdown run. That kid knows how to play football, and Welders, man, the season that they're proving that maybe that last season was a complete blip on the radar. They're going to come back strong, I think, this fall.
They're just tearing through the Pablos defense like a tortilla that's been soaked in a lot of grease from all the ground meat.
Or like breaking through the wall of the Pit of Despair, which I know the Pit of Despair did not have the break through wall. I can't remember which one did that. So, suck it. Tennessee Cock, speaking of, touchdown, keeps it himself, and Tennessee Cock into the end zone. Wandering Lush extending their lead, the 7 seed. There comes the extra point. It's an 11-point lead now. 14-3 for Wandering Lush, thanks to Tennessee Cock.
They just thrust that cock to the heart of the defense, and they were too late.
And a fake punt for Pablos. Down 2 touchdowns, a lot of time to throw. And it's caught! No, it's not, it was dropped. Sonny Ortiz, the punter, threw it on target. Amazing. Let's see, let's shame this child. Okay, we cut away to nothing but Borf's Wandering Lush. Rusty Brown flattened by the Lush defense. Good goal line stand. 2nd and goal on the 2-yard line.
We may not be able to cut back to that game for a bit.
Oh, is the child still being shamed? KO Pectate, nice pitch play. Irvin Magic Fontaine, 3-yard rush for the touchdown. Nothing but borscht.
That kid is being shamed by the coaches, his fellow players, the fans on his team, the opposing fans, the hot dog guy.
I feel like nothing really encapsulates the essence and the heart of South Tucson youth football more in one sentence than me just saying, let's shame that kid. In fact, maybe I'll start using that in the next season as like a bit of a tagline. Let's shame that child.
Hanson brings him down at the 23-yard.
We should have someone sponsor Shame That Child. Now it's time for Shame That Child. Brought to you by... we'll figure out who it's brought to you by. Maybe one of the established sponsors. Welders marching right back downfield. 15-yard catch by Ralph Liston. Like a behind-the-back throw from Kirk Fogg. And just slides it in. He's skating. What the hell is happening in the game? That was the strangest thing I have ever seen in this game. Do you realize how strange that had to be for me to say that? I've seen some weird shit. That was weird shit.
Well, this is what happens when you're a welder of the universe.
I guess so. They have control over more than just the earthly realm.
They can tear apart and reconstruct time and space itself to do plays like that.
Jesus Christ. And Todd Concepcion, 4-yard rush. It is a 20-point game. Disappointments. The greeting cards for your awful, awful family members. I like that. I might workshop that one. I like it. I like it though. I like your heart's in the right place, Roll. Oh God! He just lifted him up to catch it. Seth Fritz was lifted up on the catch. Look at this. Caught tackled in midair and just thrown into the ground. Kirby Lake with the throw. But oh, that kid, give that kid a friggin' award for that hefty tackle. Principal switches discipline sticks. Jesus Christ. Kirby Lake's gonna run it in for a touchdown. House of Guffaws extend their lead 23-10. Extra point pending. Starting to see some of these games start to get away from the higher seeds. Pablo's Roadside Tacos down 21. Crossbow of the Month Club down, well, now it'll be 14 with that extra point.
And the 13 seeds again going strong.
That is the two 13 seeds. It's absolutely right. Here we see Wandering Lush in the red zone looking to extend their lead. They're the only team who are a lower seed currently leading as a 7 seed. J.J. White with a 2-yard catch thrown by Tennessee Cock. Fourth and goal. And they're going to go ahead and go for the field goal here, keeping it within one score. 17-10, Wandering Lush. And let's see what they can do on defense with nothing but Borscht. Ready to. That kid was doing a calf stretch, then stopped and realized he needed to run because they were kicking it. I love it. Oh my God, I kind of love this. This is being workshopped before my eyes. Roll is establishing disappointments, the greeting cards for your awful, awful family members. Here's Gary, Indiana, a lot of time to throw. Pablo's first and goal. They're not done yet. That's Robin Kirkpatrick with the catch. Gary, Indiana. Look at that stat line. 12-15, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns. They probably did throw it more. That's some good success with the passing game. I don't know why they're opting to just run it instead. Maybe this is the time where they're down by 3 touchdowns with 4.5 to go in the game. Oh no. Gary, Indiana nearly had a stroke. 4 yards. Salvaged something out of it. Rusty pipe job. Held to a 4th down. They're going to kick the field goal. And it will be a 10-point game if they make it. Looking at a 28-yarder. Should be within reach. And it is. 10-point game. Rusty pipe job. Plumbing 24. Holy Balls 14.
And that kicker avoids getting a disappointment card.
Automatic first down.
Wow, we got someone who says, someone who joined us. Basehead T, am I the only guy that still plays this game constantly? Possibly, considering I'm not playing this. This is all CPU versus CPU. I'm sorry to go inside the bit, but this is for people who have not been familiar with what we're doing here. So, oh God, I love that glitch. So what you are watching is I'm doing it simulcast style, like red zone coverage. 4 games at the same time. They're all created using created game thing, whatever they call it. Team Builder. And I created 60 teams that are supposed to represent a youth football league in a small town in Arizona. And starting in the fall, there will be a full college football style season. Right now we're doing a single elimination knockout tournament. This is the round of 16. So these 4 games plus 4 games starting up later will give us the 8 winners, and we will have quarterfinals, semifinals, and a final to determine who will win the Corso Cup. And Pablo's Roadside Tacos down to 2 touchdowns. Looks like they're going to go for the onside kick. They're cutting over right now to nothing but Borscht. K.O. Pectate brought down in a heap. And he is not feeling good after that one.
Is the Corso Cup still on fire, by the way?
Always. It's like the eternal flame of South Tucson.
By the way, whoever wins the Corso Cup, the tournament organizers do not assume any responsibility, financial or otherwise, for any damages caused by the Corso Cup. Also be careful if you're traveling with it because, like Happy Fun Ball, it's only legal in about 7 states.
Also, do not taunt Happy Fun Ball.
Or the Corso Cup.
And let's go back to Crossbow of the Month Club versus House of Guffaws. Crossbow of the Month, down by 2 scores. Sean Henderson, no gain, 4th and goal. They may have to go for it. I think that's what they're doing.
They got to get a touchdown here. I mean, it would still be a long shot for them, but it's still possible.
It is. I mean, they're going to have to go for the bullseye here. They can't play conservatively, and they throw it woefully out of bounds. These kids are dumb as hell. That was successfully defended by not very enticing.
And shot themselves in the foot at the worst
They sure
time.
did. And with it being an arrow, that's incredibly messy.
Personal foul.
And I was like, we got a face mask, so you know what that means. Everybody drinks.
Also, because it's an arrow, they can't move for a while.
Yeah, they're kind of planted into the ground. It's not going to help their
Automatic
defensive stand. Oh, God. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, the 8 seed out of the East South Tucson Regional, taking on the 4 seed, Holy Balls, of course, the religious sporting goods store. Heading over to one of our current blowouts. Welders of the Universe, 2-touchdown lead over Pablo's Roadside Tacos. Welders, content with just running out the clock as much as possible. They're going to kick a field goal and make it a 3-score game once more, 17 points. But you better believe they're going to go ahead and run this clock down as much as they can. Pablo's already out of timeouts, so they're really up against it at this point. Any of these results surprising you so far? I mean, I know you kind of called Wells of the Universe as the upset. I think we're seeing that maybe last season the reason they got that 13 seed might have just been a blip on the radar, because that of the first season in South Tucson Youth Football, they were a dominant force, and maybe they're back to that way.
I am not legally allowed to say whether I have anything riding on the game between Welders of the Universe and Pablo's Roadside Tacos, but I am very happy with the results. One thing that is kind of taking me back is how Holy Balls is performing. I mean, they're pretty much going to need a miracle to get back into their game, which is kind of weird because you'd think they would just spend halftime to go to one of their Holy Balls sporting goods stores and buy a miracle.
You know, I don't understand it, and honestly, Holy Balls have been one of those teams that have always been kind of in the top end of the rankings in South Tucson. They're a strong team, especially out of I don't want to say they're out of a weak conference, the American Freedoms Conference, the Bible Division, but they are they're one of the strongest teams in their conference, and they earned that 4 seed. But you know, they are just getting outplayed by a strong team out of a strong conference. That is Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing out of the Blue Collar Conference, the BCC.
They are a strong team doing strong things.
In a strong game for strong kids who are probably underdeveloped.
The kick is good.
And they just extended that lead to 17 points.
To return.
Gary Squirts went down injured on that play, the running back, their star running back. And
I think his parents told him to fake an injury so they could beat traffic.
yeah. Just so you know, I'm going to put the link in the chat as well. If any of you guys watching this want some information, if you're seeing this for the first time or whatever, we have a wiki that has all the info on South Tucson Youth Football. You can follow along with the brackets, see how far along we come. Check out on how these teams did in the past 2 seasons we've done. This is a knockout tournament, single elimination. Every game is a do or die one. It's win or go home. But in the longer 10-game regular season, these teams play hard schedules, and you can see how they fared. But Holy Balls looks like they're gonna go out on their sword, but they're gonna
That makes it 2nd and 10.
they're gonna fall short. It looks like Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, the 8 seed, will move on to the quarterfinals of this tournament.
Speaking of brackets, does anybody have a bracket that's even close to intact at this
You
point?
know, I keep saying I'll check on it. You have my word. I have some time tomorrow at work. I will check on it. I will Thank you to anyone who did submit a bracket. When I requested it on Twitter, when I requested it on my YouTube video. All of our links are below, by the way, for those unfamiliar. We got Twitter, YouTube, Wikia, all that good stuff. So again, thank you to about 10 people submitted a bracket. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. I will. I've been promising that I'll check out how everyone did. I will. You have my word. I'll do that. I will look at that tomorrow. I'm gonna even put it in my to-do list, my IRM to-do list.
Or if you're a musician, the dough list.
Yes. And there you see our final scores. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, Welders of the Universe, House of Guffaws, upsets galore. Only one lower seed did all right and won. That's the Wandering Lush. So we got an 8, a 7, and 2 13s in the quarterfinals. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing dominated it on the ground, 31-14. They will take on the winner of all these games that are on the other half of these brackets are coming up next. Shoeless Jims and Mitch's Toys and Guns. Wandering Lush, they're going to move on, beating nothing but Borscht. They're taking on the winner of Taxes Roadhouse and World of Shrapnel. Taxes Roadhouse, the only 1 seed to advance out of their first game. Welders of the Universe will meet either You Need a Clown or Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm in the 6 and 7 matchup. And House of Guffaws Comedy Palace, they'll meet up with either the 11 seed Ballet Bob's Dance Studio or the 15 seed Rancho Robusto Plus-Sized Warehouse, one of the lowest seeded teams. The lowest seeded team still in it. But we've got those 4 games coming up for you. Which one excites you the most? Which one are you most interested in?
Ooh. This is a very tough choice. I mean, I guess I got to go with Rancho Robusto. I got to see if they can keep that momentum going.
It's an amazing story. The 15 seed taking out the 2 seed Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet, 31-17. They handled
Also,
the 7 seed. Go full yourself, 24-14. Go ahead.
Also, the names just blurred together for some reason for me, and I read it as Plus-Size Dance Studio.
Oh my God. You may have just been onto something of a new business. You may have just opened up a new business in South Tucson. The Plus-Size Dance Studio.
Oh no.
I'm sure there's some horribly offensive name we can come up with for that. And there you see, there's our 4 games. We're going to go right now to our 1 seed, Taxes Roadhouse, taking on World of Shrapnel, the 13 seed out of the West-South Tucson region. Taxes Roadhouse had a bye in the first round. They defeated Dagum Singh's Exotic Kohlers 24-17 in the second round. World of Shrapnel had a 21-14 win over Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse. They beat Kebab Barkers 21-10 in the second round. Did I get that right? Did I read the wrong names? No, I got them right. Okay, yeah. So World of Shrapnel, the third 13 seed to make it this far. Can they go 3 for 3, which would be amazing?
I have a name, but I don't want to say it.
You can type it. I won't read. If you type it in the Twitch chat, I promise I won't read it unless it's really, really funny. Tatum.
I assure you, it's not funny.
Okay. Then I will not make you feel obligated to type it. Here's 4th and 1 for Burns and Crackle. They're taking on the 6th seed, You Need a Clown, who were the first ever South Tucson Youth Champions. Oh my God, they turn it over. They muff the punt. It falls right into the hands of number 20, Watson. Burns and Crackle. That's actually not bad.
I'm sorry.
And Teddy Graham with a 15-yard rush up the middle. 1st and goal. Their star quarterback. Splints Plus-Size Dance Studio and Used Flooring Emporium. Jesus. It's not bad from Dwap. taking it himself for the touchdown. Off the turnover, Burns and Crackle, Mesothelioma Law Firm, lead the first ever South Tucson Youth Football champions by a touchdown to nothing.
In my head, I'm trying to figure a way to make the lyrics into a promo for it, but all I can come up with is, on your mark, ready, set, let's go.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. 4th down.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Oh, turnover, Texas Roadhouse, sack and the fumble. World of Shrapnel with the turnover. Nobody in particular with an 8-yard catch for Mitch's Toys and Guns. 2nd and 2, they're deep in the red zone.
Man, it's like the zone defense didn't even see him.
And it's going to be Chattanooga Mudslide with the 11-yard touchdown run for Mitch's Toys and Guns. They take the early lead over the 7-seed Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy Store. And Shoeless Jims are a team that have impressed us, I think, in this tournament from the get-go. Good win over Stations of the CrossFit in the 7-10 matchup first round. They got a 28-24 win. They handled the Horse Pussy Saloon very easily, 31-14 in that upset of the 2-seed. You know, we expect big things of them after this. There's Ballet Bob's first down to Trey Edwards, 16-yard catch.
I'll admit, I'm probably going to be paying the most attention to Burns and Crackle out of most of these scores. Because they did have that big win over the 2-seed in one of their earlier games.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the 2 seeds went down pretty quickly in this tournament. You'd be talking about Burns and Crackle took out Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash 35-28 in one heck of a game. I think that might have gone to overtime. I'm trying to remember.
I don't know. It seemed like half of the games in the first round went to overtime.
Yeah, I can never remember either. They'll kind of bleed together, and it's not worth going back to put them all in there and mark them with asterisks, whatever. But You Need a Clown wins over Happy Release Manicures as the 11 seed, winning over the 14 seed Casa de Gordoso Hourly Motel, who upset Tremors Pizza as the 3 seed in the first round. So the Clowns have been the lower seed in all their games so far. They've been benefited by a lot of upsets, but they are getting just worked right now by Burns and Crackle. Teddy Graham is tackled into the end zone. Touchdown, 2 for him, and 2 touchdowns for B and C.
Oh crap, I forgot to drink for that face mask.
The extra point attempt is good.
Well, I'm going to have to scrounge together a new drink because I ran out of what I had before.
I really wish I could say the same. It's really hard to choke down this one. Big catch, big play, putting on the Ritz. 29-yard catch for Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy Store. Looking to equalize this game.
Beautiful pass. It was right in his midst.
Putting on the Ritz.
Well, for you young Frankenstein fans out there. I promise I will never do that again.
I appreciate it. Oh, God.
Well, Texas Roadhouse having a lot of trouble trying to get their offense going in the early stages of this game.
They're back in the red zone when they've kept it close in the sense that no one has scored yet. And it's a touchdown for Shoeless Jims.
I'm going to have to pay more attention to this. I kind of overlooked this when I was looking at the 4 games we had going on. And you know what? We haven't really seen much from Ballet Bob's and Rancho Robusto yet.
Yeah, there's been 2 scoreless games already into the second quarter. Low scores in this one. And make that 1 scoreless game. Texas Roadhouse. These kids, they know how to win, and 6-0, they just push it in for the touchdown. They were ranked number 1 in all of South Tucson for much of last season. Here's Ballet Bob's knocking on the door. Alabaster Codpiece, the running back, with an 8-yard rush. First and goal for them. Texas Roadhouse were the number 1 seed in the postseason tournament and South Tucson's regular season. Yeah, these are all about 11 and 12-year-olds who have been pumped full of steroids. Just a more fun joke to go with. It's just fun to accept that they're 11 and 12-year-olds and ignore the fact that it's a college game. It's way more fun that way. Just kind of roll with it. Yeah, but you're right. They are huge for 9 years old because most of them are 11 and 12. So thanks for pointing that one out. Alabaster Codpiece puts Ballet Bob's on the board. 6-0.
Man, he barely had to do much to get into the end zone that one. It was basically just 2 steps and he was in. About the Rancho Robusto defense, thinking if we just had a little more space, could you give me 3 steps?
No. You need a clown. Morris Romero, the quarterback. Taking it down to the red zone for them. Not over yet. What we are seeing right now. Oh, just trucked that kid. Oh, Lucas Wood. That kid did not stand a chance. Let's watch that again. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Hope we get to see the replay on that one. Nothing better than a kid just getting put right on the deck. Coming into the chest. That kid definitely broke some ribs. Oh, he's hurt. He's not okay. He's laying down on the sidelines. Oh, that
got
kid's
some
not
bone
alright.
spurs and bloodstream. He'll walk it off.
Yeah, if there's no blood coming out, if the blood remains internal, it's fine. Yeah,
as long as
Texas
the blood
Roadhouse
stays
were the number
somewhere.
1 seed.
As long as the blood stays somewhere inside the body, you're fine.
Yep, and remember, Texas Roadhouse were the number 1 team, or ranked number 1 in all of South Tucson. For much of the regular season, they got the number 1 overall seed in the playoffs. Again, with 12 teams making the playoffs out of the 60 team league. So that's 6 auto bids for the conference champions and 6 at-large bids. Texas Roadhouse were the overall number 1 seed, and they made it to the semifinals. They unfortunately did not win the championship. That went to the Creamy Surprise. There's Samson Wade going to tie things up for Rancho Robusto. An extra point pending, of course, but tied them up.
I realize it's incredibly early to make a statement like this, but I could easily see this game going to overtime.
It's very possible. I mean, these games are really anyone's guess. We've seen it with just the chaos and the upsets and everything. And that's going to be a turnover for Shoeless Jims. 1st and 10. It's tied at 7 in that one.
You know, I actually did stop by Shoeless Jims to try some of their candy.
How'd you like it?
Too sweet.
Fair enough. Which is weird because it's a diabetic candy store. Really shouldn't be good stuff for diabetes to be too sweet. That seems problematic.
Well, I also have a bit different taste from people. Like, my definition of sweet candy is beef jerky.
Oh, okay. Wow. I'm sorry. That sounds like a horrible thing to have to deal with.
No, it's okay. If I just want to have something plain, I'll eat a shoebox.
Well, I wouldn't do that in front of Shoeless Jim's diabetic candy store. They might think you're making fun of them.
That'll bring up 4th and 5.
They might just, say, oh, you're eating a shoebox? What'd you just buy shoes? What? Oh, just so I don't have feet? Shoeless Jim would say.
So the shoeless thing is just because he doesn't need shoes?
Yes, he has diabetes. That's why it's a diabetic candy store. Shoeless Jim has diabetes. And has no feet. Therefore, no need for shoes.
I owe Jim an apology the next time that I see him. Not for that, for something completely unrelated.
We see Ballet Bob's in the minute 41 to go. They're marching downfield. 3rd and 4. Good stop by Rancho Robusto. Got him over the 50 though. Oh no, not over the 50. Excuse me. They're just trying to get over the 50. That'd be where the first down marker is on the 49-yard line. Big drop back. Ends up dumping off for a screen pass. Enough for the first down. Alabaster codpiece. Rancho Robusto have not shown their ability to stop this star running back for Ballet Bob's dance studio.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 47 right.
I'm trying to remember, how did Rancho Robusto's defense do in the previous games? Because I thought that was one of the reasons that they won some of their games.
It was just strong defense. Rancho Robusto allowed 17 points in their first game to the binging Texan and 14 to go fuck yourself. So this is on par with it right now. 7 first half points would be on par with how well they've done defensively.
Maybe they're going with more of a bend but don't break philosophy with that. Which
Perhaps
coincidentally
yeah.
how the floorboards work for most Rancho Robusto enterprises.
And most of the seams on their clothes. That is a good. I like that one.
Makes the tackle. Gain of 6 yards.
And a touchdown for Ballet Bob's. And now the points allowed for Rancho Robusto has been matched pretty much in the second quarter. Not a good look right now. The defense, maybe these kids are just tired. Maybe they're just ready to go on vacation. Maybe they've been stuck here in South Tucson all summer, and they're just ready to at least get some time of summer vacation before they have to get back to training for that fall season, which I think is probably going to start around October. I got to set up everything first, and hopefully that won't take too long.
Maybe some of these kids think they're playing an entirely different sport. It happens.
Very possible. Really just wish they were.
Howard a gain of 12 yards. First down.
Set. Oklahoma.
And Burns and Crackle still up by 7. Teddy Graham leading this team down the field yet again. 2nd and 8.
Unita Clown was ready for the quarterback sneak on that one.
They were not that time, though. 1st and goal, just short
That makes it 1st and goal.
of the first down marker. And that's going to be the halftime score for that one. Burns and Crackle, big lead on that one, 14-7.
Wait, I looked away for a moment. Didn't they have a... What?
Wait, what now?
Didn't they have it 1st and goal? Couldn't they...
I guess they just opted not to. I don't know. I'm just as I was looked away as well. I'm just as baffled.
A display of arrogance on the part of Burns and Crackle.
Right? Yeah. Let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt them. That's not a team you want to really be questioning. Well, again, those are our halftime scores. We'll get back to the second half in a second. But first, I want to take a break and tell you about some of the local sponsors of South Tucson. We can't go with them. They played earlier. As much as I'd love to tell you about Crossbow of the Month Club, they've gotten enough free advertising by playing in the game earlier. I don't want to do Farmville Drugs. That's an okay one. I don't know enough about Farmville the game. That was just a funny joke at one point. Blind Bob's Firing Range. You know, if you like guns, you shouldn't let eyesight get in your way. And at Blind Bob's Firing Range, they will not ask questions. They will not discriminate. If you have the disability, if you are without the gift of sight, then they will hand you a weapon and say, have at it. They'll point you in the right direction, maybe, and just tell you to start firing. You can go in, buy a membership. You can provide your own Kevlar or rent their Kevlar, because sometimes there are some mishaps. In fact, if you want to buy one of those entire bear suit, defense suit things, just because, some of the blind people tend to just fire at random places. And Blind Bob himself sometimes just can't resist. He'll get up and just fire a couple of rounds into a unsuspecting customer. That's Blind Bob's Firing Range, where memberships are half off because for some reason people don't really want to go to a place where they might get shot. But Blind Bob's Firing Range, just look for the broad side of the barn on the outskirts of town. I fucking love that joke. And you'll find Blind Bob's Firing Range. Oh, did I not hit the post? Did I go too soon? Damn it. Oh well. I gave it 2 minutes for the live read. Blind Bob's Firing Range. I can't beat the broad side of the barn line. I love that line so much. Right on target, right on price. There you go. You don't need to see the gun as long as you can hear the bang. Oh, I like that one. Gorilla is fucking knocking these live reads out of the park.
Blind Bob, shoot on sight if you have it.
Oh God, shoot on sight or shoot. You don't have to have sight to shoot on sight. Nice, I like it. Oh, these are all so good.
Returns 27 yards.
Coincidentally, if you send out an SOS call in South Tucson, that's what it gets interpreted as.
Shoot on sight. We see Chattanooga mudslide for Mitch's Toys and Guns. 11-yard rush up the middle. Not a good stat line for him in the first half. Only had 16 yards of rushing. See if they can get things going. It's tied at 7, so they've done their job as far as that goes. And Robin Goins sacked for a loss of 4, having a stroke in the middle of that one.
You got to be more consistent, though. They can't keep firing blanks in the middle of these drives.
No doubt about that. And Mitch's Toys and Guns. That's the thing, Mitch's Toys and Guns. They sell gun toys and toy guns. So, you know, they figure you're smart enough to figure out yourself which one's which. And 3rd and 13. Here's You Need a Clown moving downfield to start things off in the second half. Lucas Wood, 6-yard rush. They're down a touchdown, but certainly not out of it. You don't want to put a stamp of defeat on the first ever South Tucson Youth Football champions. You Need a Clown. They won the regular season, the first ever regular season. They won the playoffs. They had a very strong year out of the CSC, the Child Services Conference. And, of course, our most recent defending champions, the Creamy Surprise, out of the Gluttony League. So we'll find out who will be the champions come this fall. Again, the new format, a 10-game season, 3 out-of-conference games, 7 conference games. Then, of course, we'll have the championship games of the 6 conferences, where the division champs will meet. And, of course, those conference champions will get an automatic bid into the 12-team playoffs in the postseason, along with 6 auto bids determined by the committee.
Now, Mitch's Toys and Guns sells gun toys. How much do they lean toward toys? Because I want to know if I can go there and for my actual gun get a silencer that makes like the space laser noise.
You'll have to talk to Mitch about that. You have to talk to Mitch Ruger about that one, but that's pretty fantastic. I like that idea.
I'm gonna stop by after these games.
You should
have a little chat.
Yeah, I'm sure they're still open. It's the West Coast. Yeah, it's still early. They'll still be open. They'll probably open back up after the game. They might be closed because of the game, but you know, I mean, you got to show support for your sponsored team. Nice pitch play for World of Shrapnel. Mikhail Tremblay, 3 yards, enough for the first down. But he has stopped right in his tracks. World of Shrapnel only down 10-0 after being pretty well dominated in the first half. They kept it close. Texas Roadhouse unable to pull away. Says some silencers, but he really specializes in loudners. And Elvis Whitehead with a 7-yard touchdown run. The quarterback for World of Shrapnel punches it in. His loudners that make the awooga sound. I mean, how can you not enjoy that?
I have 4 of those.
Can you attach them all together and make one really loud awooga?
Oh, you absolutely can.
That's part of the appeal. That's why they get you buying multiple ones, huh?
All silencers and loudners are stackable.
Stackable. Now, I understand they also sell paint that you can paint your real gun to look like a fake toy gun for the surprise factor. Because that should never be a confusing thing ever. And You Need a Clown only going to settle for a field goal. Still down 4 to Burns and Crackle. That's 6 seed versus 7 seed matchup. Randy Hughes with a catch for 9 yards. First and goal for Rancho Robusto, looking to tie things up in this 11 seed battling a 15 seed.
He was got absolutely hammered on that last play.
He sure did, jeez. And it's a touchdown to tie it up for the quarterback, Louisville Sinkhorn. Rancho Robusto tying this game up. Can they make the improbable run last even longer by being a 15 seed That is the lowest seed. There's no 16 seeds. They are only 60 teams. 15 seed is as low as you can go, and they are still alive. They are tied up in the third quarter of the third round. It is amazing. Picked off. Turnover. You need a clown. Forcing the interception, Teddy Graham. Picked off by Brandon O'Neill. Great Irish name. He saw they threw into a lot of traffic. Questionable decision. You need a clown. Going to start off on their own 3-yard line. But they have prevented Burns and Crackle from extending that lead.
Turnabout's fair play. Now you need a clown. They have a long way to go, but they could take the lead here.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Someone's asking, can Mitch make me a gun that has a flag that pops out with the lettering of bang on there? Does it fire bullets as well as the bang flag? Because if so, yes. If you just needed to fire the bang flag, no. Or can the flag itself be firecrackers? Maybe. You're onto something. But it still needs to fire some sort of a bullet or a projectile.
What if it fires out several bang flags per magazine?
Ooh. Are the bang flags also bullets? I mean, I guess they could be.
Yeah, you got your 9mm bang flags. You got your hollow point bang flags.
I mean, the thing is, the bang flag has to pierce flesh, or else it's not a worthwhile project. That's really what we're down to, I think, at this point.
There are also the explosive round bang flags, and those are on sale right now.
Wow, yeah, see, there you go. You can totally do that.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
3 down. Check 93 for Mike. 93 for Mike. Go.
Guerrero makes the tackle. That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Right. 3 down. Check 93 for Mike. 93 for Mike.
There have been a couple of drop passes by the Texas Roadhouse offense.
Yeah, they're going to regret that. Oh, no, out the back of the end zone. 4th and goal.
Intended receiver on the play.
That's got to be upsetting for Guitar Solo because, otherwise he's been shredding up the world of shrapnel defense.
They're going to get the field goal. It's a 13-7 game.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards. 1st down. Tatum makes the grab. Number 37 with the tackle.
Well, I guess the good news for Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm is that turnover didn't end up costing them. They got the ball back.
They did. Well, they were able to hold them to punting it away. Here's Ballet Bob's tied at 14, end of the third quarter. Alabaster Codpiece going to get the 1st down, 1st and goal to start things off here in the 4th quarter of play.
My eyes are kind of hurting from looking at that end zone too long. Or maybe I just have cataracts. One of those two.
That's possible. The end zone is very bright, and that is absolutely a strategy. A gun that shoots knives like a Spetsnaz. Those would be like small harpoons. I mean, you have to talk to Mitch. I don't know. He does custom jobs, but I mean, a man's only got so much time. That's Buster Bergstrand with an 11-yard catch. That is not a name we came up with. That is a name the game itself came up with. 1st and 10, 4th quarter. The Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm. Oh, Teddy Graham leveled, flattened, no gain on that one. Rancho Robusto down a touchdown. Louisville Sinkhorn passes it up the middle. My God, the legs on that kid. He's still going. He's still going. Gerard Marks.
That's good for a gain of 30.
I don't want to use his line, but let's steal Gus Johnson. He's got running away from the juvenile cop speed. What in the hell?
He crowd surfed his way into the red zone.
He stepped over multiple defenders so he wouldn't be down. There are cleat marks in the back of several children who are probably screaming in agony right now. Louisville Sinkhorn caught by Mitchell Bates. First down, first and goal. Here's Shoeless Jim's in the red zone. The 7 seed looking to punch it in to take the lead in this game. Going for the screen pass. Ross McNair tackled just short of the end zone to the 1 yard line. Out of bounds. It is second and goal. Touchdown, Kyoto Coitus Fish. 1 yard run, and Shoeless Jim's taking all important lead with 3:17 to go in this game.
Now, that's the type of offense I'm used to seeing from Shoeless Jim's, the Type 1 offense.
Number 26 sets a return.
Still lots of time left on the clock, though, for Mitch's Toys and Guns to respond.
Yeah, that's the thing. All four of our games are one-score games. Rancho Robusto going to tie this one up. Louisville Sinkhorn keeping it himself. And it's 21-20. Here comes the extra point.
The kick is good.
Where would this Rancho Robusto team be without Louisville Sinkhorn?
Summer vacation, I think.
Probably.
I think they are resenting Louisville Sinkhorn for that. Let's see how this. That's the thing. Let's see how this translates into the regular season. Rancho Robusto were a very good team in the first season, but they absolutely fell flat. That was veritable cornucopia with a good play. Here's World of Shrapnel knocking on the door. Could they? They have taken the lead. Well, they have tied it up with the extra point pending. The extra point will give them the lead. With 2:36 to go, this will be the first lead of the game for World of Shrapnel, a 13 seed, taking the lead over the 1 seed. There it is.
Remaining 1 seed.
The only 1 seed to have a win, have registered a win. 13 seeds in this round are 2-0. House of Guffaws and Welders of the Universe. World of Shrapnel could be the third out of 3. Burns and Crackle gonna take the lead, make the lead a 7.1, 17-10.
Look at the score differences between all these games. Excuse me, 7 points, 1 point, 7 points, 0 points.
Tight games around. We'll try to keep with all of them as best as we can. We thank you for joining us. This is the last of our simulcast coverage of the Corso Cup. We'll be going single games starting in the quarterfinals. And Brody Crowder with the touchdown to Ballet Bobs, giving them the lead with 2:03 to go. Plenty of time again.
I think I need to replace my microphone after accidentally punching it.
That will happen.
But you know what? I punch because I love.
You keep telling yourself that. That's fine. And a touchdown for Masterpiece Theater. Burns and Crackle extend their lead over You Need a Clown. Extra point is good. It's a 14-point game. Suddenly, we have one game that's outside of that one score realm. Here's Mitch's Toys and Guns looking to tie things up. 2nd and goal. 1:11 to go. And they're going to score the touchdown. Robin Goins, 4 yards. Tie game in that one, a 7 versus an 11. And again, tie game in this one. We could be heading to overtime with 69 seconds to go. Nice.
Nice.
Here's World of Shrapnel handing it off. Looking to put an end to this game. Forcing another timeout from Texas Roadhouse. Amazing. Texas Roadhouse dominated this first half. They came up short. They're going to rue the fact they settled for that field goal. That could have been the difference. We're going to keep an eye on that one. As far as we know, World of Shrapnel going to continue to run out the clock. I think a first down will be it for them. Here's Shoeless Jims making a shoestring catch in bounds. First down there at the 50-yard line. 57 seconds to go. They're looking to make some late game heroics there. I think with looking at Burns and Crackle, that's probably in the bag as that one gets closer and closer. Kyoto Koyasfish going backwards, loss of 2 on that one. Clock continues to run. Rancho Robusto down a touchdown. The 15 seed, it's 4th and 13. This very well could be the last play of the game. They got to get a first down, keep this game alive. Sinkhorn, can he do it? He dumps it off short. Oh, falls over. Does Samson Wade lose his footing? It's a turnover, 48 seconds to go. Ballet Bobs likely. A first down will do it, I think. Yep, they're going to force. They hand it off to Alabaster Codpiece to just put an end to this game. You Need a Clown. They're out of timeouts. This is probably their last attempt. 4th and 18. They're going to air it out. It was caught by Lester Mason. 33-yard catch. 7 seconds to go. I think it's too little too late. Morris Romero. Look at that stat line. That's a woeful stat line. 7 for 14, 97 yards.
You know what? They're former champions. They're not going to go down without a fight.
No, but I think they just came up a little short in this one. They made it to the round of 16 in the first ever tournament. I think that's a good way to build your season, to build an upcoming season. You know, get back to the glory that they had when they won the championship.
I mean, also the coach wouldn't let them.
No, it's true. And last play of the game. Yep, it's going to be incomplete. We're going over to Mitch's Toys and Guns and Shoeless Jims in overtime. My understanding is all of those other games, I believe they've all gone final. Let me just double check with my notes here. Getting some word. Yeah, those are all final scores. So Ballet Bob's Dance Studio have advanced. Burns and Crackle have advanced. World of Shrapnel have taken out the 1 seed. 13 seeds in the quarterfinals. We'll run through those after this. This is the final game of the round of 16.
That's so depressing. Texas Roadhouse had almost complete control of that game, and it just blew up in their faces.
Unbelievable. Shrapnel everywhere. The winner of this game will meet Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, the 8th seed, in the East Regional Final, the quarterfinals Shoeless Jim's going to have to being forced to kick a field goal at 4th and 1. You know, that's a bit, oh, he missed it. It went off the post. I was going to say that's a bit tentative. Maybe want to be a little more aggressive and go right for the first down. And maybe they definitely...
I got 40. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
I mean, they definitely are in trouble.
Oh, the kicker overcompensated going to the left, just like he overcompensated on his last insulin dose.
10 yards.
No doubt about that. Thank you, OTT Hodge. I didn't see any of you earlier. Phyllis in South Tucson going to be pissed. She had Taxes Roadhouse. She's rolled damn taxes. Mitch's Toys and Guns, 2nd and inches. They're going to get the first down and then some. Any sort of score from Mitch's Toys and Guns will give them the win. Touchdown, field goal does not matter. They will win if they score on this possession. And they will take this game into... they'd like to put this game to bed in the first overtime period. They're looking like they're going to go for it. Short of the first down marker. It's 2nd and 1. But they're already down inside the 5. They can just punch in a couple times. 3 yards away from a berth in the quarterfinals and a game against Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. We know 3 of the 4 quarterfinal matches already. It'll be Burns and Crackle versus Welders. Wandering Lush versus World of Shrapnel. Ballet Bobs versus House of Guffaws. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing await the winners of this game. They will not wait long. It's 1st and goal. A fresh set of downs. And a touchdown to end the game. Robin Goins gets the touchdown. Mitch's Toys and Guns, the 11 seed, will meet 8 seed Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing in the East-South Tucson Regional Final. The quarterfinals are set. We're down to 8 teams. We started with 16 today. We're down to 8. Starting next week, you will get full games, one at a time. We'll have 2 quarterfinals one night, the other 2 another night, and then we'll go to the 2 semifinals. There are your final scores. Amazing set of games. So many close ones. Great slate of games.
Absolutely. But you know, everyone's going to be talking about that Texas Roadhouse lost to World of Shrapnel.
They blew it. They blew a 10-0 lead. They blew a 10-0 lead, and that's how it works. So there you see, there are the quarterfinals being set. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing versus Mitch's Toys and Guns, an 8 versus an 11. The 1 seed falls. The 7 seed Wandering Lush takes on World of Shrapnel. 7 seed is the highest remaining seed in this tournament. They are represented twice by Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm, taking on Welders of the Universe and Ballet Bob's Dance Studio versus the 13 seed House of Guffaws Comedy Palace. Unbelievable. We're going to recap all the scores once more and all the brackets. We thank you for joining us. Thank you for as we tested out this simulcast. This simulcast format. I think it works. I think it was fun. I think we had a good time. Not a lot of room for banter, but that will be allowed when we have the individual games and there's a little more downtime. As we are not cutting back and forth the games. We're just giving you one at a time. And there you see what the games will be next week. 4 games in the quarterfinals. The Paul Fine Quad Show, as always, is next. The phones are always lighting up. Slate Blankenship, you have anything else to say?
Not really. I just gotta get over to Mitch's Toys and Guns real quick.
Yeah, you do. Hopefully they'll open up before. Hopefully they're not celebrating too hard. Mitch might make a drunken project, and you may not want to be in range of that. But yeah, we thank you for joining us as always. Next week we'll announce the times. I don't know when yet. We'll be back with big quarterfinal action. I think our first set will be Rusty Pipe Job versus Mitch's Toys and Guns, followed by Ballet Bobs versus House of Guffaws. Episode 9 will be Wandering Lush and World of Shrapnel, followed by Burns and Crackle Welders. That's it for us. For Slate Blankenship, I'm Brian. This has been South Tucson Youth Football, the Corso Cup. We'll see you next time as we're down to the quarterfinals.